rendered, and it appears that John Morant will be missing the first 25 games of the NBA season. So we all were anticipating how much time John Morant would miss from the NBA season. You had some people up to saying he was going to be suspended the entire season, which would have been absurd. Now, John Morant, I said that John Morant to me shouldn't get suspended no more than 20 games. And really, it's a question of should he be suspended at all? Because technically, like I said, he hasn't been arrested for anything. And technically, he, didn't violate any social media policies and then et cetera, et cetera. You heard about a bunch of incidents, but once again, hadn't been arrested for anything. So that's my stance. Now, people want to argue about the fact his judgment. Yeah, he hasn't made good judgment. I've never said that he was using the best judgment in the world. But then at the end of the day, when you have leeches around you, and then when your mother isn't a good example for basically calling you and putting you in these situations, when to me she should be calling her husband, T. Morant. Why are you calling your son? And this is something that people don't want to talk about. While people want to sit up here and pile on John Morant because it's fashionable, it down. Jermaine O'Neal, his suspension not down to keep mind bit. Roethlisberger was accused of capable went from like a 6 game suspension, I think, to or 8 to I think eventually a 4 game suspension. So me myself, I would see can I get it reduced to maybe 20. That's just me, and that's just how I feel. I'm not here to go back and forth with people about what do you think of John Morant. I'm just giving my assessment, and I'm just giving my opinion. This is my opinion, and this is how I feel the situation. So you don't have the right to just appeal something. I'm just keeping it a buck. There's stuff, me being a union guy, I appealed stuff. When they tried to come with bogus write-ups, I appealed them, and for the most part, I won. So me speaking from a union guy, and then basically the players, because it just seemed to me that the players union ain't really that strong. Because once again, I keep making this, I keep putting this out. John Morant has been arrested for anything. Now people can, dislike his behavior, which you have a right to, and that's all I'm saying. That's been my whole stance. But like I said before, I'm looking up how everybody wagging their finger at him and mad at him and saying he this and he that, and everybody talking stuff about what should happen to him. And once again, he hasn't been arrested, but yet you don't see them talking about this Conor McGregor thing, and you don't see them having this strong stance on Conor McGregor. If you're gonna have a strong stance on how people carry themselves in the public eye, but then why isn't ESPN talking about this Conor McGregor thing? Once again, Conor McGregor has been involved in multiple incidents, multiple, and he's actually been arrested on several occasions. And then when you bring this stuff up, and then you get these goofy yahoos from the powdered milk village that try to dumb you down, which they can't, because actually they're the real dumb ones, because they always think they can come on somebody's outlet when you basically presenting this stuff to your followers, subscribers, and your audience. They'll try to sit up here and come on here and say, hey, it's not about race. Can we make it not about race? And because white guys here, or because a white woman said so. And I say to your because I'm white and I say so, fuck you, and everybody aligned with you. That's just basically how I feel about that situation. So with that being said, if I'm John Morant need to discuss with his team and see if there's anything they can do, because I would appeal this suspension, because this is basically a lengthy suspension. Now you can sit up there and talk about conduct detrimental to the league. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. That's my whole stance. It's like, well, he was exercising his Second Amendment right. People can sit up there and come with these fake stands, well, it wasn't about him, his Second Amendment rights. It was about him holding the gun in the air and how he was dangling it because he could have, well, here's the thing though. So that don't make any kind of sense neither. At the end of the day, there's always been this fear with seeing black men holding guns. And we could try to play stupid all we want. At the end of the day, you have people on the outside that love, like I said, they will find something to bitch about when they see black men, because a lot of people see weapons, and particularly people from the powdered milk village, as strength and power. That's how they feel weapons represent them. And when they see that it could be a possible even playing field, then they get fearful. So that's all I'm saying about the John Morant thing. That's how I feel. For people to sit up there and say, well, you shouldn't be showing guns online. Well, if that's the case, why are some of you guys subscribed to these YouTube channels like Black Rambo, Yoki, Stir Up, and all those people? If you have such an issue with guns, the man is 23 years old. He has a right to own a firearm. He lives in Tennessee, which is a open carry state. So once again, what's the damn problem? You telling the man he can't own a gun? I've been asking the NBA, and see, I do my research. They can't even tell me what is their policy on gun ownership, because you know why? They don't have one. So once again, what is he really being suspended for? And you can't sit up there and try to pull that stuff about, well, you have kids watching and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you sit up there and you have Lizzo coming to Lakers games with her ass out. Well, we'll keep it we'll keep it respectful, because I don't want to look like I'm trying to take shots at anybody. I think 25 games to me is a little excessive, because like I said before, here's the thing. When the incident when the incident in Colorado happened, when he first showed a weapon, they investigated him and they said he did nothing wrong. So then all of a sudden, he's supposed to be at a video shoot, and this is supposed to be some kind of prop gun. So all hell breaks loose. And this is what I'm saying, that we have to be careful with this kind of stuff, because a lot of these people were acting like white people. The same people that claim to be, for the community. All I'm saying is the brother has a right to own a firearm. And keep in mind, in Tennessee, they don't have no limitation on certain. They don't have a gun roster like California does, where in California you can't have certain guns here. They don't have a gun roster. You can own pretty much whatever type of weapon you have. So what is the NBA trying to say? So I'm trying to figure out what is conduct detrimental to the league. Once again, he hasn't. From my knowledge, he's brought any weapons into the locker room. Okay, they have a ban on weapons in the locker room, and he violated that. Then, hey, I have no problem with that. Okay, because they have a policy. You violated it, then you have to be dealt with. But I'm saying, oh, okay, well, you showed guns. You showed a gun online, and then, like I said, you have all these people wagging they finger at him, like trying to play, Father Knows Best, Ward Cleaver and everything, or you know what I'm saying, Heathcliff Huxtable. What I'm saying is, what is the problem that you have? And everybody keep talking about this man's money. Why are you worried about this man's money? And then Shannon Sharp was sitting up there being part of the problem too, talking about, oh, why do you think you Larry Hoover and all this kind of stuff? Why do you have to compare him to Larry Hoover? And that's the problem. And then you have people sitting up here talking about, oh, he shouldn't be showing guns and he supposed to be throwing up Crip signs. But then you got some people mad because he used to talk to Lil Wayne, dude that promotes gang banging, drug use and every other negative thing you could think of. But then you got people sitting up there mad because he said, I don't want to talk to Lil Wayne. What for? a man who then made disrespectful remarks towards Emmett Till, made disrespectful slavery, innuendos. He who said he was looking forward to going to prison when we all know that his punk ass was in PC. But he's supposed to be somebody that can mentor to somebody who talks about sipping syrup and all this stuff and snorts coke. But people are sitting up mad because he didn't want to talk to Lil Wayne, who sits up there talking about, oh, I'm a gangbanger. And he can't even tell people what Blood said put him on. Because first he was claiming Bowie Bips Ahoy Bachlet Bip Bookies. And next time my birthday comes around in September, we gonna be celebrating with birthday bacon bandles. Okay. So like the hypocrisy with some of these niggas on here. Like I said, should you be showing weapons online? Not really. But is it against the law? No. Does Ja Morant have the right to own a firearm? Absolutely. So what are you saying? Because you play basketball, you're not supposed to own a firearm or something? You're not supposed, and that's always been my stance. Now there's some people that have a difference of opinion than mine. Did fine, cool. But to sit up there and say he should be suspended for more than 20, man, is you kidding me? You sound ignorant as hell. You sound ridiculous. You sound flat out ignorant. You ain't even been arrested for nothing, but then you got people. You ain't even been arrested for nothing, but then you got people talking about he should get more than 25 games. He should get suspended the whole season. Man, get the hell out of here. Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Gilbert Arenas, he violated NBA policy. So I have no problem with them, laying the hammer down on him. Okay, you broke a policy that was in place. If they say no guns on the bus, the plane, and all that stuff, then and you violate that rule, then the NBA had a right. But then now, what is the NBA saying? You don't have the right to own a firearm or show a firearm online because you play basketball for a living. But then at the end of the day, the hypocrisy with Adam Silver is the same. This on the same note that you talking about. Okay, conduct detrimental to the league, and you supposed to be a role model, but then you constantly bring rappers in that talk about selling drugs and beating up people and killing people, and they perform those type of songs to an audience of anywhere from 16 to 20,000. So make that make sense. Like I said before, that doesn't make sense. So if you worried about the NBA's image and promoting, the use of firearms, which once again, he was exercising the Second Amendment rights, then don't take money to advertise movies like John Wick if you want to try to call yourself having a moral stance. Because at that, that's being hypocritical. So somebody need to explain that to me. Make it make sense. See, I'm going deep with this, and this is the thing. Instead of people sitting up here hollering about what should happen to Ja Morant, I'm just calling the NBA out and a lot of these content creators on their hypocrisy. Niggas like Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal need to shut the hell up, because Charles Barkley has a very shaky history. But the thing is, when Charles Barkley was doing the stuff that he was doing, there wasn't really no internet. And by the time the internet started to become a key factor in everyday life and how we operate and move in everyday society, he was pretty much on his way out. He was he was getting out of the NBA, where Shaquille O'Neal, he played into the social media era. So it's a little bit so it's different. So Shaquille O'Neal knows, and like I said before, this Shaquille O'Neal can't tell me nothing. I would never take advice from Charles Barkley. Like I said before, they ain't saying nothing about Conor McGregor. Like I said, it's easy to bring a couple of niggas on TV and have them weigh in and drop the hammer on niggas. But once again, you had Charles Barkley trying to attack the black community when we went after Drew Brees for making his racial innuendo. I think people are being too hard on Drew Brees. Well, I think people was being a little too hard on John Morant. John Morant, once again, is 22 years old. Well, Drew Brees was 40 at the time when he said that stuff. So what's his excuse? Conor McGregor is in his 30s. Conor McGregor is like 31, 32, 33 years old. So what's his excuse for constantly finding himself in situation after situation? Boom, there you have it. Told you I'm real with mines. I told you I don't follow no script, and I don't say what everybody want me to say. The NBA need to make some of their policies more visible. I need for Adam Silver to specifically explain to me on what grounds led to you suspending John Morant for 25 games. Instead of just saying, oh, well, we did some research and we just found out that, we didn't like some stuff that he did, so he suspended for 25 games. Since the NBA is basically the players, and since basically their lifestyles is open to the public based off the fact that they play professional ball and we have to watch them on TV and we pay money to see them perform, and they're under the watch of Adam Silver under his so-called leadership. Like I said, Adam Silver just contradicts himself. He's all over the place. So I'm just saying, give us better detail of what's going on and what led to you to come to a 25 game suspension. Now, like I said before, if I'm John Morant, I would consider appealing this decision, because like I said before, there's been no arrest. There's been no violation of any type of social media policy whatsoever. Now, as far as the niggas around him that call themselves his friends, I heard that he cut them off. Like I said before, a lot of people align themselves with you because they feel like your stature brings them stature. And then at the same time, a lot of these dudes want to see you fail. So we'll see how this, we'll see what's up with this, when he comes back. But me, myself, I would appeal. And for people to sit up there and say that he shouldn't appeal the decision, then something is seriously wrong with you. And for people that think that he out of line and think that 25 games isn't enough, you kind of putting extras on it. You kind of going corporate, or should I say you going conservative. Real talk. I seen videos of Chris Kaman shooting up abandoned cars and stuff. He posted several videos of him holding guns and nobody said a damn thing. And you could save that stuff about, well, he isn't as famous as John Morant and all that stuff. Don't even try that with me. That's not going to work. You're not going to try to pull that card. Hey, if that's the case, so what are you saying? Famous people can't own guns, but basically the mediocre people can own guns. Okay, make that make sense. And this dude has some high powered super stuff. But at the end of the day, the image and the visual and the perception in certain people's eyes is different. All of a sudden they'll say, hey, he's just exercising his Second Amendment rights. But then the brother, he ain't got no Second Amendment rights. When he show a gun, he's considered a thug. And then some of this and some of this stuff basically comes from people in our community. Like I said, when Shannon Sharp was saying that stupid stuff, he was saying, talk about who you think you are, Larry Hoover and all this stuff. First of all, that nigga Larry Hoover been in jail forever. Okay? He been in jail forever. So to sit up there and compare him, that's what I'm saying. Why is it when a black man show a gun, he got to be compared to somebody that has a long history of doing stuff that's unlawful? Why can't he just be a dude that's exercising his Second Amendment rights? Just like I notice on YouTube, when you have these brothers that have channels where they basically, do gun safety drills, You always hear somebody in the comment section saying something slick about the brothers and stuff, but then when it's a white guy, oh, this is very informative. This is very educational. They always say, "Oh, this black dude, he think he this and that. He think he, like why you got to compare him to something? Y'all the problem. Y'all doing the very same thing that you accuse other people of doing, which is typing and putting this stigma that needs to be removed from us. Like I said before, I own weapons. I own a few of them. But here's the thing, I'm just a dude exercising his Second Amendment rights. And I'm thinking about going that direction too. I'm thinking about doing another channel where I basically exercise my Second Amendment. And I may do it on this channel. You never know. So I'm just saying, I just have to call out the hypocrisy. And I'm going to continue to do it. Yeah, hey, if John Jones sneezed wrong, they got something to say. It's for everybody to see. Like I said, Dana White, him and his wife can slap each other, and it's not a big deal. Well, I know Dana, and then that's why Stephen A. Smith is a fake ass nigga too. He ain't no different from nobody else, man. He's a company man. No matter how much he tries to pretend, he gonna do what they tell him to do. Cause like I said, I done interned, I done been in these radio stations, and I know exactly what they do. They have a pre-production meeting and they talk about what they are going to talk about. I done been in all them pre-production meetings. I know how it works. You guys got to ask yourself, how does town business know so much about this stuff? Because I've seen it. I've been there. So, I've been in TV studios. I've been on movie sets. I've been, what I'm saying? I've been at radio station. I know how it works. How do you think I know so much about the movie industry, about principal photography and all that stuff, editing and all? Because I know about it. Because I'm into that kind of stuff. You got to understand, well, dang, how does town business know so much about the movie industry and about pre-production and post-production and principal photography and that kind of stuff? Because I've been there. That's why. So just I'm just saying, I wanted to present that to you guys. But like I said before, if I'm John Morant, I would appeal that suspension. I would try to see, can I get it knocked down to 15 games? And for people to sit up there and be mad if he wants to appeal it, that sounds stupid as hell. It's funny, people are saying what John Morant should do, that he should just sit up there and take it. I guarantee if you got suspended, I can guarantee you would appeal it. So, like I said before, I ain't taking shots at nobody, but I'm just voicing my opinion. And that's how I feel about the John Morant situation. I just want to say to all the brothers and sisters out there, don't let nobody make you feel ashamed to exercise your Second Amendment rights. And I don't give a damn what color they are. That's the problem. Y'all, we as a group, we got to start checking people when they say, oh, man, you trying to be so-and-so. Sure. Nah, I ain't trying to be nobody, man. I'm trying to be me. I'm a law-abiding citizen exercising this Second Amendment right. We going to have to start getting rid of these stigmas. That's why I be checking these white people and these non-blacks on my channel when they be coming on my channel talking that stupid shit to me. And I'm going to continue to check them. You're not going to put a stigma on me or a stereotype. And if you black, you part of the problem too. I'm not going to let you do it, fool. Well, here's the thing. No, the NBA can't do what they want. You have a right to appeal. If that's the case, Jermaine O'Neal wouldn't have appealed his decision that they rendered on him, where they suspended him X amount of games when all he was doing was defending himself. He did not go in the stands. And once again, Jermaine O'Neal shouldn't have been suspended because Jermaine O'Neal didn't go in the stands. He had people coming towards him and he defended himself. So, with all due respect, I have to call BS on that. They have a players union and there are certain things they can do and there are certain things they can't do. And if you feel like you've been unfairly did wrong by the league itself, you have a right to appeal it. So I'm sorry, that's bull. That's bull. Nah, that's complete cap. That is complete cap. You can't sit up there and just wing stuff. And that's the problem. The NBA can't just they can't have it both ways. You can't be street and wholesome at the same time. So if you're gonna be image conscious, then you really gonna have to be image conscious. If you're gonna have this so-called moral compass, then there's gonna be certain things that you're gonna have to either look deeply into whether you endorse it or not. Here's the thing. So you're gonna suspend it. So let me get this straight. You'll sit up there and you'll find somebody for, you know, let's just say you might suspend them for 10 games or whatever the case may be for alleged drunk driving or being drunk in public and a video shows up. But at the end of the day, one of your biggest sponsors is Anheuser-Busch or Bud Light or whatever the case may be. You sitting up talking about don't drink, but then you take money from people that sell alcoholic beverages. That's just real talk. You can't sit up there and talk about, well, you don't like to see players showing guns online, but then at the same time, you taking money to advertise John Wick, which, by the way, I love the John Wick movies. The NBA don't turn down no money and they don't turn down no legal money. So once again, you can't be wholesome and can't try to act like you try to play the purity police when you sitting up being part of the problem. That's hypocritical, and I'll go toe to toe with anybody on that. Ben Roethlisberger was accused. If that's the case, Ben Roethlisberger was accused of violating multiple women. He originally received like a 6 or 8 game suspension. It got dropped down to 4 because he appealed. He appealed it with the help of Roger Goodell. So to sit up there and say that John Morant can't appeal the decision, that's BS. Well, you could give your perspective. I'm giving you my perspective. You gave you gave your response and I gave my response, and I don't agree with you. You have a right to your opinion. That's what we all men. I guess we all men, women, or whatever you consider yourself. I mean, whatever we are. I'm just giving my perspective. You can't talk to a dude. I'm in a union, bro. I know how this works. I was almost a shop steward, but I didn't want to do it. I'm a union guy. I know how it works. You know how many times my company tried to give me bogus write-ups and I appealed it and I won because I knew they was bogus. All I'm saying is with John Morant, the NBA can't sit up there and play the moral police or have this stance on people's conduct, but at the same time, you part of the problem. If that's the case, when Lizzo had her nasty ass all out at the Lakers game, shaking it in front of everybody, she should have been banned. She didn't get no letter telling her to knock it off. But of course, if you call Lizzo out, you're body shaming her. But I'm sitting up saying, okay, it's kids there. So where was this concern about the kids when Lizzo was doing that stuff? And then she wants to play victim when people say, hey, man, why don't you conduct yourself in a respectable manner? All I'm saying is with John Morant, I just said several times, that isn't wise to do what he doing. But at the same time, the reason why I have an issue with it is, what is the real problem? What I'm saying is he was investigated by the authorities and they said he didn't do nothing wrong. So what is the NBA really pissed off at him about? You can't sit up there and say you worried about the kids, but like I said, the kids and being a role model, but then look at the type of people that you invite to games. They sat up there. You know how hypocritical that is? Once again, they just had Conor McGregor at a game. So they worried about the NBA's image. See, now now I'm finna shut some of y'all down. Okay, so if you so worried, once again, here's the hypocrisy in the NBA. Okay, You so worried about the NBA's image, but yet you just had Conor McGregor there who basically punched out a mascot. But previous to that, Conor McGregor has been arrested on several occasions and accused of violating a woman. But you still let him bring his ass to the NBA finals. But you so upset about so upset about John Morant. So if you worried about conduct in the image of the NBA, why did you have Conor McGregor's white foreigner ass there? Boom. Drop the mic on y'all. So somebody need to call Adam Silver and explain that to us. Adam Silver in the NBA. And for all these people hollering about what should happen to John Morant, where's all the videos calling out Conor McGregor? See, I dropped the mic on y'all, man. I told y'all I does this. Yeah, dude, you talking around the question. I'm basically putting it out there. I'm saying the NBA can't sit up there and play image conscious. Like I said, you just had Conor McGregor at the NBA finals, who on video destroying the bus. But you so worried about John Morant. You got Conor McGregor who been accused of punching old men, who been accused of violating a woman on multiple occasions. Now you didn't have this latest incident. How come the NBA ain't spoke about the latest incident with Conor McGregor? But y'all so hell bent on trying to lay down the law with John Morant. They should be saying, as of right now, Conor McGregor is banned from any NBA games. When y'all gonna ban Conor McGregor? Tell me that I'm lying. Bro, I'm good at this. Do not let my ghetto dialect fool you. So if John Morant is suspended for 25 games, then Conor McGregor should be banned from participating in any NBA activities. Yeah, Stephen, but in my line, shouldn't Conor McGregor be banned since this latest incident? When is the NBA gonna speak about that? It isn't about who plays in the league. It's about who they have promoting events. It's about who they have aligned with them. So shouldn't they speak out on Conor McGregor? All of a sudden, you hearing crickets. So don't try that, man. Don't try that with me, man. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm hearing cricket, bro. Okay, so you just proving my point. You just proved my point. You just proved my point about the double standards. Exactly. You just proved my point. You sitting up talking about, okay, you just proved my point. That's what I'm saying. You just proved my point what I've been saying in 30 minutes of doing this stream. You just proved the double standard and the racism. So like I said before, you sit up there trying to lay down the law on John Morant, but you ain't said nothing about Conor McGregor. I would be more concerned about Conor McGregor. I'll be like, well, until investigation is rendered, Conor McGregor is banned from any NBA games. But you ain't heard them say nothing. You talking about a woman who claims that she was violated. See, that's the difference. Once again, John Morant did this alleged stuff. See, I'm finna shut you down again, dude. You making a fool of yourself, bro. You trying to sit up here and argue with me, but you further digging yourself in a ditch. What Conor McGregor did happened at an NBA event, at an actual NBA event. It happened in the bathroom where the Miami Heat play at. Allegedly. John Morant was on his own free time. Do you know this lady could sue the NBA, the Miami Heat, and Adam Silver? So once again, bro, keep digging yourself in a ditch. You making it worse on yourself. This happened at an NBA event, which is under their jurisdiction and their control. Conor McGregor did something allegedly at a NBA event, not on his own time. So the NBA is responsible, and the Miami Heat is responsible for Conor McGregor's actions. This lady can sue everybody. Bro, do you want some more? 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 They ain't said nothing. This happened on NBA property. This happened at an arena that is sanctioned and under the control of the NBA. This happened at an NBA sanctioned and licensed event. John Morant was on his own free time. But yet, Adam Silver ain't said a peep. If you want some more, dude. If you want some more, if you want to continue to make excuses, you trying to justify the NBA's behavior. You must be white. You must be white. You probably white. You might be white, bro, because you sound like you make way too many excuses for the powdered milk village, bro. I'm just saying, bro, you suspect, man. You might be white, bro. You might be one of them white dudes trying to pretend they black, or you might be one of them black dudes that hang around a whole bunch of white people, and you gonna sit up there and trying to give Conor McGregor and the NBA a pass. Where I'm not. I'm calling them out on their blatant hypocrisy. Once again, Conor McGregor did this stuff on at an NBA sanctioned licensed event. This is all under the jurisdiction of Adam Silver in the NBA, where Conor McGregor allegedly violated a woman in a damn bathroom. At a damn bathroom. You sitting up here like trying to justify this stuff, bro. Like, for real. Well, you don't sound like oh, I knew it. You from the UK. I knew it. You wanted to, yeah, you UK niggas, that's what be pissing me off about y'all. You sitting up here speaking on something that's going on in the States. Do you know how they treat black people out here, dude? Do you know how, like, bro, don't speak, like, I knew it. I knew you. I could tell how you was talking. You one of them white dudes that bow down to white people. You would, even if it's the white dude's fault, you would make it the black dude's fault, bro. Come on, man. Like I said before, bro, call out that, like, for real, bro. Stop like justifying the NBA's double standard, bro. You part of the problem. I'm the solution. I'm just calling out the NBA on their fake moral compass. You can't have it both ways. They ain't said nothing about Conor McGregor. The same way Adam Silver can sit up there and render a decision about what John Morant do in his own free time. Well, you can render a decision about what Adam Silver is allowing Conor McGregor to get away with on NBA time. That was on NBA time. And that was the damn finals. I knew it. See, this is why in most cases there ain't no camaraderie with the blacks in the UK versus the blacks in the state, because they always sit up there and try to justify white supremacy. You sitting up giving Adam Silver a pass, dude, and you giving the NBA a pass, bro. Get out of here with that BS, bro. Adam Silver, like I said, Adam Silver being a hypocrite. They have yet to say something. This stuff with Adam Silver and Conor McGregor, this is a problem. They said Conor McGregor done this to multiple women, and they have video. So there you have it. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. I'm out.